All right, and we are back with another video. Today I'm gonna do a little review about my H&R springs, how they perform, how much did it cost me, differences between stock, and I'm just letting the car warm up for a little bit, and we'll go for a small drive. First of all, my first concern about lowering my car was how low will it drop, because we have an underground garage, so I was wondering, am I gonna scrape? Am I gonna make it through all the bumps and the ramps? Because for some reason we have speed bumps under here. But so far so good, no rubs. Yeah. I cleared the speed bumps just fine. I am currently on normal mode. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm on comfort mode. And we'll start off with that. We'll go to race after. 1 second. So far, no scraping, which is what I want. This is a daily, so okay. Hopefully, it's not too traffic. It is the weekend, but we'll see where we get to. We'll drive around these streets a little bit, and we'll hit it off. A lot of people have been asking me, he's like, hey, why'd you put out your springs? It's winter time, winter is coming, whatever. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. So yeah, I got it for such a good deal. They were on sale for about $350. But then I'm like, I don't really want to pay $350 for no springs, man. So I was just waiting on. So I was looking around on Marketplace, and there was a guy that was selling. Oh, I think that was my buddy. Yeah, that was Peter. Okay, so I got these springs off of Facebook Marketplace. I got really lucky on these. Really lucky. I didn't want to buy used springs. On average, the used springs that I saw on Marketplace, they were selling. Well, they were listed for $150, $200, right? Something like that. But then I'm like, I don't want used springs. I don't know how hard they've been beaten on. So I got really lucky when I came across this one listing of a guy selling this brand new set of H&R springs. He was trying to sell it for, I believe, $320, a little bit under original price. He has never put them on. He just opened the box, and he told me he was planning on putting them on, but he just never got to it, and now he wants to get rid of the car. So regardless, I got really lucky with that. Brand new set of H&R springs, and then I sold my stock springs for $100. So all in all, I paid $180 for these, plus installation was myself, and labor cost is a couple of iced coffees and some water. But yeah, it's great for the price that they are. You get, it doesn't break your wallet. It gives you the performance that you want. Comfort levels, I'm cruising in comfort right now. It absorbs the bumps. It still feels comfortable. How it was stock. And it was great when it was stock because I just run over any like bumps and not have to worry about it, except for maybe crack a wheel because Volkswagen problems. But it's great. So far so good. Yeah, in the streets, this is exactly what you would want. Everybody's like looking at me. Look how horrible my tints are. Look, it looks like a fishbowl. I have tints, I swear. Anyways, if you guys hear a bit of vibration, it's my dog bone mounts. That's what it will do. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. Let me see. That. It feels like the way I would explain the dog bone mounts to people is that it feels like you have a start stop function in your car. But regardless, we're talking about springs here. I'm carried away. Okay, a little bit bumpy here. Yeah, it still feels like OEM, at least to me. That's in comfort mode at least. We're about to go on sport mode here in a little bit. It's traffic, everybody's running errands. Okay, so we're coming up on the road that I usually go to, at least to test out my handling somewhat. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around and I'll give you guys a little bit of a POV, somewhat POV action. I forgot my GoPro. I should have used that. Here we go. So that's pretty much it. Like, it's a really short section. There's really nowhere else to go. Let's see if I can do a small pole here. There's people everywhere. It doesn't get old, man. It doesn't get old, man. Yeah, so on race mode, this is obviously a bit more stiff. There it is. So yeah, it's a bit stiffer than regular. What I will say they be undercover as hell. But yeah, it's much better than OEM on race because of the fact that yes, it is stiffer springs and you're much lower center of gravity. So on corners you don't have all that travel. And I'm on 19s on all season tires. I'm an all season warrior, baby. But no, they're great tires. A lot of people tease me about them. But I grip, they don't, which is fine. So it is what it is. For now, at least, until we get through this fucking winter, and we'll get through this winter, and I'll go get a new set of wheels, new set of tires, and it's all dandy. Don't even try that. You get smoked. That's all I do. All I do is talk shit in my car. But yeah, they're great. They're great. I heavily recommend it for daily drivers. I know there's a lot more out there. Like I believe Racing Line has a line. Racing Line has some 034, I believe. APR even. Also, I think Integrated Engineering too. I'm not too sure, but there are other lowering springs out there. H&R springs are they're great because for the money you pay for them, they're not as costly as some of these other brands. And I'm not bashing these other brands. I'm sure they make great products. But if you're on a bit of a budget, you don't want something that will, break your wallet. I think H&R springs are the best way to go. I think these springs I think will pair out well with some sway bars. I plan on getting the front and rear. I'm not entirely too sure on which sway bar yet. I think H&R makes sway bars. If they do, I might get those. Just make it a whole set, because why not? So there's that. First, I'm gonna get it off of manual. Turn my TC on. I was moving like a maniac. So, yeah, I think these will pair well with some sway bars. I believe from the last time I looked that there's a front and rear sway bar kit from H&R. I think I'm gonna get that with some. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll upgrade my end links. Maybe I'll just get factory ones. Yeah, I'm not. Can you hurry up? Yeah, I might go with 034 sway bar links because they're adjustable and you can set the preload and stuff. Yeah, so I think these springs definitely do make a big difference on performance, right? It doesn't take away the comfort levels. It's still livable. The drop is about an inch. You'll notice the drop more on the rear because of just the way hatchbacks are made, I guess. Like the rear is always much higher than the fronts. But yeah, I'll show you guys the fitment in a little bit here. But performance wise, best bang for your buck, lowering springs. It doesn't matter what brand you go with, I'm sure you'll thoroughly enjoy all of them because they're damn near all the same. If anything, some of them don't lower it as much, but regardless, you'll feel the difference in the corners. So yeah, not so much on the straights. A little bit on the straights because you won't squat as much. because you know stiffer springs. So my buddy Stavro, he drag races, and so did I. I dragged my car, but you know, I was still in OEM springs, and he already had them on by last spring. He already had them on, but you know, he was still squatting. So, you know, but not as much. So the performance, like these, like you can't compare them to coilovers. The only reason why I didn't go coilovers is because I wanted to keep my DCC. I don't know if your car has it. I'm pretty sure all Golf R's has DCC. But yeah, I wanted to keep, you know, that function of switching from comfort to race, as again, this is a daily driver. So yeah. Alright guys, so here's a fitment on the back. Front, and it's a bit lowered. Like I said, I clear it every single time because of my wheel offset. So you know, I'm all the way up in there, about a finger or two at the back. Yeah, but it's much lower. It's much lower. Much lower. So yeah, there's that. That's pretty much it. That's my 1 month review of the H&R lowering springs. It's great. I definitely recommend it again to all of my friends. Well, even though two of them already have H&R springs. Yeah, one on a GTI and one on a Golf R. I definitely recommend it. Highly recommend it. So yeah, that's about it. I think the next video will be on a rear sway bar. I think I'll do an install video for that, possibly a front one as well, because from what I've heard, you know, obviously it works better to have both. A lot of people just run the rear sway bar alone, which is fine, but for, you know, the build that I'm going for and the use of the car, yeah, you know, it'll be a daily driver race car. Well, I hope it turns out as that, but yeah, I think that'll be it. I think I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.